Good morning, everyone. We're just going to wait a little longer, a few more minutes, or maybe seconds, but as people kind of join the call and get settled. But just enjoy some music, and we'll be with you very shortly.
Yeah. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, catch your own bread. Hard for
All right, we're going to get started. I want to give you an official and hearty welcome to Widener University and the Pride, and officially welcome the incoming class of 2024. Who would have thought we would be here today and delivering orientation like this? I would have never have guessed this if in a million years, but here we are. And today we're here to support you as best we can through the orientation process to make sure that you are ready, able, and excited to start here at Widener University. So I have a bunch of people on the call that are here to support. And so as you kind of look through the participants, you'll see a lot of people in gold and blue and white polo. So those are our crew leaders. You'll meet them more individually at our next session starting at 10:30. But if all the crew leaders could just wave into the camera, that would be great. They have been working tirelessly all summer to make sure that your experience here is just as good as if you would be in person. So they are going to be your support system. They're going to be your glue. They're going to be your key to success during your first week as upperclassmen. They have been through this. They have been through a semester of online learning, and they have been through what it takes to persist here at Widener and successfully in their majors. So again, if you don't know me, my name is Austin Duckett. I'm the Assistant Dean of Students in the Office of Student Engagement. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen in Delaware. And so I'm hoping that everyone just has a nice comfy spot in their homes, wherever you are. There's over 500 people on this call, so I'm super excited to just dig in and let you know what's going on. The purpose of today is to really overview the orientation program and make sure that you have an understanding of what is expected of you in these next 2 days and really throughout the first month as you start here at Widener University. I said I'm the assistant dean, but of course, I don't do this alone. I have an amazing team here in the Office of Student Engagement that I would just like to give them a moment to introduce themselves and let you know a little bit about what they do in our office, and then we'll get started. So we're going to start with Janine Snow.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Janine Snow. I'm the Director of Student Involvement. I've seen some of you play bingo with me virtually already this year, so it's been nice to meet you in different ways. My role in the office is to really get you connected and involved on campus. So I work with the crew leaders, Pride Activities Council, which is our major programming board on campus, Commuter Student Association. I also work with Apogee Scholars and Alternative Spring Break and late night weekend programming. So lots of things, but welcome. I can't wait to ask.
Awesome. Thank you, Janine. Victoria, why don't you go next?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Pride. We're so excited to have you. My name is Victoria Dean, and I am the Director of Student Organizations in the Office of Student Engagement. So, of course, I oversee all of our registered student organizations on campus, and a lot of those you will get to meet very soon at our virtual involvement fair that is coming up. I also work with our Student Government Association, and you will hopefully get to meet them on Saturday if you signed up for our Quizzo. And then I do some other leadership programs within the office as well. I'm super excited to meet all of you, and I'm excited that you're all here today.
Thanks, Victoria. Next, we'll go to Philip.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Widener University. So my name is Philip Gatling. I work as the Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life in the Office of Student Engagement. So my primary responsibilities are to oversee our fraternities and sororities, Also, I advise our National Society of Leadership and Success, which is an honor society. Many of you on the call probably have gotten an email with my name on it asking you to join the Leadership Society soon. So please respond to that whenever you get a chance, and we're just excited to have you.
Awesome. Thank you, Philip. And that is our team. So we're here to support you through this week, next semester, next year. We're here in the start of orientation, and we will see you cross that stage at the end of this. And so what we're going to do now is jump into an overview of the schedule. That's today's purpose, and kind of let you know what to expect. So we're going to start with a few reminders about just Zoom calls in general. I know Zoom land is pretty overwhelming, and I'm pretty sure I'm over it, so I know you're over it as students. And so the key to all this really is to encourage yourself to stay engaged and to make sure that you ask for help. There's no need to struggle, and there's no need to feel lost. So we are here to help, and so make sure that you just let us know. On your personal Zoom account, we want to make sure that you use your first name and your last name so we can identify you in case we need to organize you, help you, move you into the correct call. We're not going to know who Michael's iPhone is. So you want to make sure that your first name and last name is on your Zoom account. You can change that easily in your profile settings. Please ensure that your sound and video are on. We definitely want to see and hear you throughout our time together virtually so we can actually connect. That is the whole purpose of orientation, is to connect us together and create this next generation of the pride here at Widener. Please try to minimize the background distraction as much as possible. You may have like little siblings climbing on you, or anything else that's going on in your home. So just try to minimize as best you can. We're going to start the call on mute, but throughout you'll have an opportunity to unmute yourselves, more likely in the next session, so we can get through today's content. If you do have a question, please feel free to use the raise your hand feature or the chat feature so we can know who has a question and how we can accommodate you. All right, so we are going to get started. Day one's overview. You've all received the schedule for the orientation program this week in its virtual edition. So you want to make sure that you have an opportunity, I guess the music had jumped on there. You want to make sure that you have an opportunity to have the schedule saved to your desktop so you can follow along during the week. But this is just a quick overview of what's happening. So obviously today you're in the welcome remarks. Soon we're going to transition into our True Life We Attend Widener University session, where you have an opportunity to talk directly with our crew leaders, and they're going to deliver some information for you, just specifically about what you need to do to get ready, the things that you should do, the apps that you should have downloaded, how to prepare for classes, and everything in between. So that's what those sessions are going to be designed for. Obviously, we want you to eat. Normally, I feed you on campus. We love food, but you're going to be at home, so make sure mom, dad, whomever at home has a nice little sandwich or something for you so you can take a lunch break and get ready for our next session at 1, which is our grit and resiliency for today's college student. Now, this session is highly engaging. We want your videos, cameras to be on, and to really talk about the tools necessary to get through times like this. Grit and resiliency is the #1 factor of college success. How we get through challenging times, how we bounce back, how we make it through is going to determine how successful you are here in college and really in life. And I'm sure your parents can tell you a story or two about how they struggled and sacrificed to get you to where you are now. So whether you're learning virtually, whether you are in person, whether it's hybrid, all the struggles that we have gone through during this pandemic, grit and resiliency will really help you learn a few lessons about how to endure for the long term. And then we have a virtual campus tour that's going to be on Instagram Live. So make sure that you're going to follow Engage Widener, which is the Office of Student Engagement's handle on Instagram. So we're going to have a few crew leaders around campus giving you a tour. So hopefully you are able to tune in and follow us so we can show you virtually where a lot of your classes will be whenever we get back to campus. Next. I already mentioned that we have the True Life session. So what you're gonna do is make sure that you use the link that was emailed to you. And I really can't stress enough that email is going to be your gateway to success for official communications from Widener University to ensure that you stay informed. So we're gonna say it constantly: email, 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 check your email, check your email, 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 check your email, 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 check your email. So hopefully that gets stuck in your head so you actually know to check your Widener email. But in case you didn't get the email for today's session, your crew leader will be able to send you that link through the group me that they have already set up with you. Tonight, we have an amazing magic show. It's called Magic Night In. This is Daniel Martin. You really don't want to miss this show. You will join us at 8 p.m. If you go to the link at the bottom here called widenermagic.live, it'll take you to the site that's going to help us look at and enjoy and participate in the show. On that site, you will also see a list of things that you should gather from your home so you can actually participate. So make sure that you come join us at 8 o'clock and don't really miss out on Daniel Martin. And we do want to let you know that any evening activities that we have for you or optional things over the weekend, your family can participate in. So whether it's mom, dad, grandparents, aunts, uncles, little siblings, if you want them to join you and watch this magic show, they can certainly do so. So please let them know as well. Day 2 is coming very soon, actually. So I can't even believe it's August 19th, 20th, as it is now. Day 2 is Friday, August 21st. We're gonna kick off the morning at 10:30 a.m. with our virtual academic convocation. So this is an amazing time to really start your academic journey here at the university. So we're going to kick off with a few welcome remarks from President Wallman. We're going to then transition to Provost Workman. He's our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. He is our Chief Academic Officer that's really going to lay out what it is, what your academics here mean at Widener. And then we have a really cool faculty speaker that's going to talk about the experience of home, and our theme is our first year experience. She's Jane Thompson, and she's a really cool person to know once you do get into campus, and you know, if you want to interact with her, she's really cool. She's an assistant professor of English. Afterwards, we're going to be led in the Pride statue ceremony by our SGA president, Ariana McCrae, who's going to talk about the tradition of what it is to touch the Pride statue and really what that means for your journey here at Widener. And then afterwards, we're going to transition into your first year advising sessions. You should have gotten emails directly from either me or the Office of Student Engagement to really connect you to your academic home on campus. So you want to make sure that you check that email, you click on the appropriate link, and that you attend, because these sessions are important because it's going to solidify any last minute changes you need with your schedule. It's going to connect you with your academic advisors, and it's also going to help you meet all the administrators, faculty that live in your academic home. So that's where you're going to spend a majority of your time inside the classroom. And so we want to make sure that you really connect and make sure that you're set up for success as you start this first week. So that will be held from 11:30 to 1:30. Next, we want you to eat again. So make sure you take a lunch break tomorrow. And then starting at 3 o'clock, we have what's called invitational program meetings. The meetings are really designed to be invite only. So if you are a part of one of these groups, honors program, Apogee Scholars, Widener Band, you would have gotten a direct email from the leader of that department or that program. So you want to make sure that you connect for those groups as well. If you do not have a meeting, or if you're not invited to one of these groups, then your day is done at 1:30 on Friday. So I want to make sure that you are clear on that. You don't have to attend these unless you are invited to one of the invitational program meetings. Next, we have another round of entertainment. And so we want to invite you to Eric Diddleman. He's a mind reader. He's going to be 8 o'clock on Friday. Excuse the typo, it's Thursday, but he's 8 o'clock on Friday, August 21st. And so here's the website that you're going to go to, which is ericdiddleman.com/Widener. It is a university-specific link, and we're looking forward to enjoying him and his virtual mind reading show. I think your mind is really going to be blown. Next, I want to talk about our Weeks of Welcome program. So Weeks of Welcome is an opportunity for us to really welcome all of our first-year students and target events and activities that are designed for you. Albeit everything will be virtual this semester, but this is really going to carry out throughout the first semester and next semester to really help you get acclimated for success. So for example, the remaining orientation programs after today throughout your first week in the month of September are going to be a part of our Weeks of Welcome, and those additional required programs we'll talk about in a minute. But we're going to offer other programs to help you get connected to career services, academic success, a few other programs on campus, Pride Rec, health and wellness, counseling. There are many campus partners here that are ready and willing and able to help you. And we're gonna connect you to them through a series of programs that you can attend, not attend, attend at your own availability between classes and between what you got going on at home to make sure that you feel connected to the university. So I want to talk a bit about our additional required programs for orientation. So you should have already gotten the email to the schedule, of when these are, but most programs are going to be at Wednesday evening at 7 p.m., 7 to 8:30. So most people do not have a class or a lab. If you do find yourself having a lab or an academic obligation, or if you need to miss the session for some reason, you will be required to make it up, and you can make it up by watching a recording and taking a short 5-question quiz to demonstrate your participation. But again, we don't want you to miss it. We want you to be engaged. And these are topics that we would normally cover during the orientation program, but since we're not together, we did not want to jam pack these 3 days with programs and cause you to be burnt out on Zoom and disengaged, but we have spread it out over September so we can make sure that you are ready to go every week. So Wednesday on the 26th of August, we have student conduct, conduct matters, and a really cool session called Maximize Your Buzz. And so it's a traditional conversation about alcohol and alcohol awareness prevention, but we want to make sure that it's done in a way that's not boring. I think we've all been through lectures that are like, oh, okay, don't drink, and oh, that are super disengaging, but we understand that you are people, you are young people, and you like to have a good time. So we want to make sure that you understand all the information that is necessary to do so responsibly and to make good choices when you are in those situations, whether now at home or in the future on campus. So it's just a really fun discussion to have. Next, we have a virtual student involvement fair, September 2nd from 7 to 8:30. Many of our returning student organization leaders will be providing a virtual experience for you to get to know them and the organizations they represent. Your crew leaders on this call represent anywhere from a fraternity, a sorority, to an honor society, to academic organizations, to anything in between. So you really want to talk about getting involved with them from the student perspective, and we'll create an event out of this on Wednesday, September 2nd. And of course, this information will be communicated to you via email. Next, on September 9, we have the freedom to be yourself. This is a conversation that helps us bring some context into what it means to be diverse and inclusive and equitable in a lot of our approaches and things that are happening in campus, in the world, at home, in your personal lives, in your professional world. So this is going to be a great discussion to talk about some of those things and bring us closer together. Next, on September 16th, we have mental health and wellness workshop and a really cool program called One Reason Why Not. We understand that mental health, especially now for young people, college students especially, is under attack, to be blunt. So we want to make sure you have the tools and the resources necessary to know when you are feeling a certain way, when you need assistance, when you just need to tap out and say, hey, I need a minute and I need some help. We want to make sure you know how to access that help on campus and in your life, just general tips of the things that you should be looking for and those things that you can do. So we want to make sure that you are connected. There's a wealth of support here at Widener University. We want to make sure that you are connected to it. So next we're gonna get into our optional weekend programs. And when we say optional, we do mean optional. So if you have other things to do on Saturday and Sunday, please by all means do them. Work, earn that last bit of cheddar at your job so we can get the semester started on point. So just a couple of programs we thought that would be fun and connect us together so we can feel connected as we start the semester. I know it's difficult in a virtual setting, but Saturday and Sunday are free time and prep time. So you want to take this opportunity to really, learn where your classes are located virtually, how to access them, read your syllabus, ask any questions of your crew leaders about exactly what it takes to prepare for a class. What is the first day of class going to be like? What is the first week of class like? Your first semester, midterms, all that stuff. But we want you to take Saturday and Sunday to really prepare, get your notebooks together, get your pencil case together, set up your desk, set up your workstation, wherever that's going to be at home. We want to make sure that you are set up ahead of time before the first day of class. Classes and the first day of class and your academic experience, you will learn as you go. So I don't want you to be nervous about your first day of class, but I want you to be prepared for your first day of class. And then throughout the afternoon, we have 1 to 3 Quizzo Disney Plus edition that's going to be hosted by your Student Government Association. So feel free to sign up. That link has already been emailed to you. We already have about 30 people signed up, I believe was the last number. So sign up, you and your team. Your crew leaders will also help you to get connected as well. Next, from 7 to 9, we have Widener 24 Bingo Bonanza. So if you don't know about Widener University, bingo is a major thing here. And when I say major, we've given out prizes such as PS4s, 50-inch TVs, Apple Watches, laptops, anything else in between. So the prizes that our Pride Activities Council has lined up will be epic. And so we're asking you to, participate, come play some bingo virtually and connect with anyone that you can on the call. And then if you're interested, we have Netflix PJ Party hosted by our Commuter Student Association. We're going to be watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And so if you join the Zoom call, that link is going to be provided to you once you join the call by the people on the call. Sunday, again, free time, prep time. We're going to offer a second round of our virtual campus tour on Instagram Live. So again, follow Engage Widener on Instagram, and that will be on Instagram Live. We have a virtual yoga workshop hosted by our fraternity and sorority life community. And so that is to put you at ease, to get you connected, to get you grounded, to help you relax. I know the first day before classes is always nerve-wracking. What to expect, what do I do? Am I going to be lost, whether virtually or in person? So those are real questions, and we want to make sure that you know that we are here, and yoga can help you really recenter yourself. And then if you're into crafts, 3 to 4, we have Crafternoon. And so it's an afternoon dedicated to being creative. So a lot of times I know when I'm stressed out, I like to just sit and either draw or doodle or paint or color. So we're going to be working together to really make a t-shirt tote. So we're going to cut up an old t-shirt and make a tote. So if mom or dad has been nagging you to get rid of that gross t-shirt that you've been wearing all summer, use that, cut it up. I'm sure they will thank you. So of course, we want you to get connected online. So our hashtag has always been Experience Widener. So anything that you post or hashtag, use Experience Widener. We want you to be visible. We want our university to see that you are experiencing Widener. On Facebook, we are also Engage Widener, and as I just mentioned, we are at Engage Widener on Instagram. So many of you still need questions answered and help to get through this week, and I just want to let you know that we are definitely here for you. So we are the orientation hotline. So if you need assistance during the orientation program, we are available to help during the hours that are posted below. Thursday today, we start from 3 to 5. Friday, August 21st, 1:30 to 5. Saturday, 1 to 5. Sunday, 1 to 5. So you can call us at our department phone number. So we finally are connected digitally, so we'll be able to answer in real time. And if not, just leave a voicemail. We'll get back to you within the hour. Or you can visit us on Zoom. We'll have a Zoom room open so you can pop in and out with your questions and make sure that you feel settled before the end of the weekend. The link is provided below. I recommend that you just take a moment now to take a screenshot of this so you can actually have the link and refer to it later. Your crew leaders will also be able to give you this link if you need it as well, so make sure that you contact them. But it is a bit.ly link. It is bit.ly/orientation hotline. Like I said, I'll give you a minute just to take a screenshot. All right, so at this time, well, one, I want to thank you for your attention and getting to this point. It's a huge commitment to be just excited about this. I know this is a virtual orientation. We'd rather be in person, trust me. But I think you know, orientation and your experience virtually is going to be what you make it. And so putting energy into it will be helpful, and we guarantee that you'll be supported to get through it. So at this time, what I'm going to have us do is start transitioning to our next session. So crew leaders, if you could start sharing the link to our True Life We Attend Widener University. That session is going to be hosted by myself, Janine, who you just met, Victoria, and Phil, and we're going to allow our crew leaders to go over a few important tips to get you ready for the start of the semester. So with that, I will pause and we will start transitioning over so everyone can end this part of the call, and then we'll see you in just a few minutes.